What's today? Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock Batters with P Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. And Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com. Big shout out. Crystal Poche at Restored Motions was there yesterday, as a matter of fact, and got to see one of our Good Morning Scone friends, Deborah Cowart, as I was leaving. Deborah was going in for a session with Crystal. So always appreciate y'all for being here, supporting our great sponsors as well. All right. World Series is even at 2 games apiece. Pels lost to the Lakers in overtime last night. Bummer, man. I really felt good about the Pels last night. The Lakers have been a mess. LeBron earlier this week said he was going to be more assertive and kind of take more ownership. Hang on one second. Sorry. Hang on. Apologies for that. Sorry. Drew's backpack was beeping. Anyway, really felt good about the Pels last night. They lose in overtime to the Lakers. That's a bummer. And let's see. It is LSU-Bama week, inching closer. Brian Kelly gave some injury updates Wednesday during the teleconference. Sounds like Besh, Emery, good to go. Dellinger still day-to-day. If he's not able to go, they roll with Miles Frazier at left guard like they've been the past couple games, so it looks good. All right, let's get rolling. Hunter Eilers, Morning Scone, you know who's on the call for the game Saturday? It is. It's Fowler and Herb Street. Fowler, Herb Street, Holly Road on the call for the game tonight. Pretty cool. On Saturday, excuse me. So yeah, Fowler and Herb Street. Which makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, you get LSU-Bama night game, Tiger Stadium on ESPN. The other, the ABC night game is ABC night game. Do they not have an ABC night game? They may not. Got Notre Dame Clemson on NBC. I don't think they have an ABC night game. So that explains why. Tim Gotro, Jason H. Trivia Carter, Hunter Broadhead, good morning. Jason Mobile, you should definitely invite PB to Whiskey and Wine since he's off the clock this weekend. Peter Burns, yeah. Peter will be in town. Got to see Ross Dellinger last night. Delly's in town. He came out to Oliver Twist. Yeah, there will be a lot of folks in town this week for sure. Cody Kebadoo. Morning, Matt. Allegiances aside, I feel like Carson got a raw deal. Never got a chance to develop anything before the Boosters campaign to get rid of him. That's Auburn, man. Coaches oftentimes are hired to be fired, so what it is. He gets $15 million for his troubles. Not a bad gig. Rod Lake, what's up, man? He's gone. LOL, sorry. Jay Benoit, what's up? Randall Alfrack, good morning, Matt. Had a $150 money line play on the Pels. All they need to do is make one free throw or foul at the end of the game. They didn't either, SMH. No. Blah. Dominique Cottrell, good morning. Pels looked very good last night. Strong side, Brad David, do you think once Hendon Hooker leaves, Hype will start losing bad like Ed did when Burrow left? No, and the biggest difference, Brad, is that the reason that offense goes, I mean, it's Josh Heupel's offense, right? So in theory, you should be recession-proof. Now, that doesn't mean every quarterback is going to be a Heisman candidate, but think about Oklahoma with Lincoln Riley. You go from Baker Mayfield to Kyler Murray to Jalen Hurts. To Rattler and then Caleb Williams. I mean, the offense just keeps going, right? Because he's the guy pulling he's the puppet master of the offense. So no, I don't. The problem with Orgeron wasn't really good at anything. I mean, he was a good recruiter, but I mean, as far as he didn't have a specialty, right? He wasn't the offensive coordinator, wasn't the defensive coordinator. He was. I think you understand what I'm saying. Brian Ashcraft, bullpen day for Philly. Verlander snowing tonight. Astros should take advantage of this, moving it back to Houston. Maybe. Y'all know Verlander's record in the World Series. It's been often talked about, but see. Yeah, I'm surprised yesterday. I thought the Phillies would take Game 4. Jesse Brown, morning from the vet's office. I hope I was okay there, the vet. Brady Smith, morning, Matt. Excited for Saturday, even though I'm fully expecting it to rain all day. That would really put a damper on the night, no doubt. Brian Ashcraft, they're calling for rain at night. I haven't seen I know there's a 100% chance of rain on Saturday. I just haven't seen the hourly forecast to know when it's supposed to rain. Right, Quentin Brakebill, Trey Potan, David Coslin, Brant Roban, Matt. I know it's not likely, but maybe Tigers and crowd can get into Bryce Young's head, keep him off balance. Perkins spy him all game. I don't think you spy him all game, no. Situationally, yes. And Bryce Young has played in plenty of tough environments. I mean, every environment Alabama goes into, it's the other team's biggest game of the year. So I don't know that that you necessarily worry about Bryce being off his game, but can the crowd impact cadence, false starts, stuff like that? Yeah, I would hope they do. Brian Penn, good morning. What do you think about? What do you think about the no-hitter? Did they throw a no-hitter? Oh my God. They threw a combined no-hitter. Didn't even realize. We were at Oliver Twist. Watch it. And so, I mean, the game was on. But I had no idea that they threw a combined no-hitter. I saw the score. I didn't realize it was a no-hitter. Oh my God. Wow. That's incredible. I didn't even realize they threw a combined no-hitter. Wow. Let's see. Eric Wilder, our morning Scone. Enjoyed the slow start discussion on Scone and T last night. Got me thinking, if you're already writing off an opening touchdown, why not defer that onside kick to open it? I kind of want to make him earn it, bro. And I'm not deferring an opening drive touchdown or conceding an opening drive touchdown. By the way, Eric, go to Tuesday's AFR. Or was it yesterday? Gosh dog it. No, I think it might have been Tuesday. I went really kind of deep dive into the slow start thing, much more than I did yesterday on Scone and T. So if you want me to kind of spell it out for you a little more, it's there. I think it's either the first or second segment of the show on Tuesday's AFR. Shane O'Mac, Jesse Brown, what's going on? Oh, Doggy's not feeling well. Needs to rest, watch Tiger football on Saturday. Taylor Castanier, Matt, how much do you weigh How much weight do you give the fact that Dan Brock coached against this Alabama defense last year in the playoffs? Does that give LSU some type of advantage? I haven't thought anything of that. It's honestly, I didn't even thought it was a good point. I guess it certainly didn't hurt. You could flip it around and say, does Alabama have an advantage because they prepared for Mike Denbrock offense? I don't know. Different players. I don't know that it makes a big difference, but it's good question. I don't think anybody's asked yet. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Brian Broom, Kenneth Westbrook, Will Myers. Time to fade the Otter 0-4 last night. Yeah, last night was a tough night. Fade them at your risk, but the last 2 days have been rough, for sure. Last 2 days have not been great. Jason Kimball, Matt, thoughts on T-Bob's refined Clemson? Oh, Jesus. I don't have time to explain all that, but go watch the end of Scone and T from last week and the end of Scone and T from last night, and you'll get it. Brant, since there hasn't been any punishment sent down for basketball, is this season still going to be banned from tournaments? Don't know. I mean, remember the Will Wade ruling came down like right before the NOA came last year, right before the start of the NCAA tournament. So it could come at any time. Jason Austin, good morning. Michael Thacker, morning. Would you say this team has surpassed comparisons with Saban's first LSU squad? Remember that team had a 4-game winning streak in the middle of the year. They lost to Auburn. They got blown out at Florida. Kind of hit their stride and had a 4-game winning streak. And then lost to Arkansas. So they beat Bama in Tiger Stadium. First time LSU beaten Bama in Tiger Stadium since 1969. And then they lost to Arkansas on a cold, rainy day in Little Rock. So, no, I don't. I think LSU is playing well. They're well coached. But they are not good enough to take anybody for granted. Like, they could lose at Arkansas. They could lose at A&M. You can roll your eyes and laugh if you want, but that's how teams get beat. Trey Crum, good morning. As of now, it looks like the weather should be okay for kickoff. Do you feel the weather will affect attendance? No, I don't. Honestly, it's LSU-Bama. It's a night game in Tiger Stadium. It might affect the day tailgating, but it shouldn't affect attendance. David Tolson, good morning. Brian Wynn, Jonathan Crocker. Oh, FSU Miami. Oh, that's why. Is the ABC night game. I was looking at the top 25. That's why, because neither team's ranked. Royal saying, what happened at GameCoin? GameCoin is going strong, bro. The platform is being developed. I think that's probably something that most people don't understand is the utility of what the utility of GameCoin is, and that platform is being developed. So it's very much, and always was for me anyway, a long-term play. And it's exciting, man. Had a board meeting on Tuesday. I had a phone call last night with a developer about another function that's going to be added to GameCoin, which is pretty stinking cool. Anyway, the platform will be launched soon. But Roy, I'll tell you, I think collectively we all learned the danger of putting a hard and fast deadline on something last year when GameCoin did that with their 2.0 launch and had issues at the launch, and a lot of people freaked out about it. So rather just have it done 100% ready to roll when you roll it out and launch it. So, but it looks good, man. Jeremy Sagely, morning, Matt. Josh Pate believes Bama will not sit back like they did against Tennessee. We'll be rushing more. I hope Jaden makes the pay over the top. So, Paul Tylock, rain is supposed to be Friday into Saturday. Okay. Keith Rosenbach, hourly forecast looks good in the evening. Dalton, Matt's realization after hearing the Astros, LMAO, Bregman made the last play to get it. Cool. Hard to get a win with no hits and no cha-chings. Jeff McKitt and Charlie Cavell, what's going on, y'all? Do me a favor, smash that like button. Smash that like button. YouTube, smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Facebook, please like the page, share the post, like the page, share the post. As always, shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Need an orthopedist, you go to Brock. And of course, well, that backfired. I was going to play the Hudco jingle.
Hudco Roofing! Hudco Roofing! When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone and Terrio. All you need is Hudco. Hudco Roofing! Hudco Roofing! Call Hudco Roofing! 641
Yesterday, if you noticed on Hudco social media, the very first ever fortified roof was installed on a residential building in Baton Rouge. We were proud to do it. If you want to learn more about fortified roofing and how you could save more than 50% on your homeowner's insurance, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, Weston Weaver, Justin Cleary, Joseph Feltwell, this may be the day. Wife and I at the hospital. She had contractions all night, or maybe be on the way. Well, that's awesome, Joseph. We'll be sending up prayers and well wishes for the entire Feltwell family. Hope you all do great. Hope everybody felt well. Anyway, hope it's a great day for you all, man. And thanks for watching at the hospital. Your wife is probably annoyed at you right now. John Bro, good morning. Reed Rule. Morning, Matt. Feel like the S&C of the team, strength and conditioning of the team, is finally a positive going into Bama week that I haven't necessarily felt in years past. Am I off base here? Yeah, I don't think that's ever been a problem. I don't think strength and conditioning was ever the problem. I think your offensive game plan was a problem for a lot of years. Cade Mayu, Larry Garner, Brian Williams, hit the Hudco jingle. There you go, Brian. A preemptive Hudco jingle for you. Dalton Barnett, good morning, Matt. Watched Scone and T last night. I heard y'all talk about the 2014 Bama game. It was my first LSU game. We absolutely did give that game away. Yes, that's a fact. We were in, that was the year Drew was born, so we were in Houston. And when LSU would play, I'd leave the hospital and go to our apartment to watch the LSU games so I could take notes and work and all that sort of stuff. So I watched that game in our little Houston apartment alone. Watched LSU blow it in overtime. No bueno. Eric Wilder, sorry if you've discussed. Do you think bad weather favors LSU or Bama? I don't know, man. Neither. I think it's a push. Both teams have to play it. I don't think it really materially matters. Jeff was good, my dude. Okay, forecast down to 30% by kickoff. Good. I mean, I'd rather not play in the rain, you know. Mudbug, morning, okay, ask him with the rain. Oh, it is 7:57. All right, real quick, like 3 minutes to go. Matt Garner, what's up? Charles Jean, good morning. Good morning, big dog. How do you feel about Jaden Daniels getting drafted by the Saints? Depends where in the draft, but I think Jaden's going to be a good pro. I mean, let's see how he does going through the combine and all that sort of stuff. But, I think you've seen he's fine in big moments. Certainly has a dynamic running ability. I think we've seen progression in the passing game. I don't think he has the biggest arm. Don't know necessarily that matters. Burrow doesn't have the biggest arm. I'd be good with it, depending on where it was in the draft. Cody, what kind of game do you think Eli Ricks will have? I hope an inconsequential one, Cody, because if you don't want to throw at Ricks, you could throw at the other guy, and LSU's going to have a matchup advantage on the other guy, whoever the other guy is that you're throwing to. All right, Ben Neck, good morning. A lot of people asking about weather. We've gone over that a few times. Kyle Milliken, people forget Bama only beat the terrible LSU team by a touchdown last year. LSU had to heave into the end zone in the final play. Colin Milliken, people read that one. Thomas Lamont. Keith H. Justin Cleary. Kevin Boudreau. I disagree with you saying rankings don't matter. It definitely does for teams ranked 15 to 16 with one loss. Even if Illinois and USC wins out, being ranked so low, they have no chance at a playoff spot. That's completely false, Kevin. As we talked about yesterday with Tim Brando. In the first poll, first ever in 2014, going into the last weekend, the penultimate, the second to last rankings, TCU was ranked second. They won their game 55-3 and dropped all the way out of the rankings because the committee wanted to put Ohio State in and had no real solution for TCU and Baylor because they didn't crown a champion. So, Kevin, I mean, I understand your line of thinking, but you're just dead wrong. Like, the committee will alter this week to week based on whatever they want to do. You're talking about Illinois. If Illinois wins out, they will be a one-loss Big Ten champion with a win over Ohio State, possibly undefeated Ohio State, in the conference championship game. They would be in the playoff. A one-loss Illinois, whose only loss was an early season loss to Indiana where they kind of got screwed, they'll be undefeated, or they'd be a one-loss team and they'd be in the playoff. But the problem is Illinois is not going to be a one-loss team. They're going to lose again. So it's not going to matter. And TCU's going to lose, and it's not going to matter. And North Carolina's going to lose, and it's not going to matter. Like, there's no point in melting over rankings right now. Like, Kevin, let's come back in a month when you see all those teams that you just mentioned that have lost, and it doesn't matter because it's freaking the first weekend in November. That's what you completely cannot wrap your brain around. Like, the playoffs aren't today. The rankings are 5 weeks away. So it doesn't matter right now where you are ranked. In the very first ever rankings in 2014, you had 3 SEC West schools in the top 4, and none of them made the playoff. It does not matter where you are ranked today. At all. Like, I wish you could see this. All that is, all the show is, it's an opportunity for ESPN to fill a TV window and create conversation around the stupid playoff. Well, it matters so much. What about the team ranked 15? It doesn't matter if they're ranked 15 right now. At all. Not one stinking iota. Not one little bit. I gotta go. Have a great day, especially Kevin. Have a great day, Kevin.